Hello everybody, welcome back to Tundra Missionary. I am Zach, and I am back with another video. And today I thought I would throw in another installment in the Storytime series. It's been a good minute since I've done one of these. It's been like 3 or 4 years, but whatever, I just feel like doing it, so let's get on with it. So the story I wanted to tell here was my first time driving through snow. And I live in Florida, so we don't get a lot of snow down here. So even though driving through snow might seem like a normal thing for a lot of people, it was a whole new experience for me. So I used to have friends that lived in North Carolina, and one day I decided I wanted to take a road trip to see him, so I called them up and let them know, and they said, yeah, that was cool. So I planned a little vacation to go up and stay with them for a week. So I decided to start driving there, and of course the day I chose to drive up there was during one of the worst snowstorms they had in the past 10 or 15 years. So pretty bad timing on my part, but I don't know. I like the snow, and I was pretty excited. So when I was young, I was 18, carefree, and all that good stuff. So I just went for it. And the big mistake that I made, and you'll see why later in the story, is my tires on my truck. At the time I had a Ford F-150, and the tires were balding. And I didn't get the tires replaced. I didn't do anything like that before I left. So that was my first big mistake. So I'm driving up there, I'm taking my time, and I'm only it was a long drive. It was about maybe 10 hours or something like that. And I'm almost there. I'm only a half hour away, but the roads are getting really icy and it's really bad, and it's snowing a lot. And so I'm just doing the best I can. I was only going 20 or 25, and I'm just driving. And all of a sudden, the whole truck starts to slide like this. I'm like, oh crap. So I tried to compensate by turning the wheel this way. But of course, that just made things worse. And I just kept sliding and sliding. And then I hit a lamppost. And I'm like, oh crap, this sucks, So I'm kind of stuck there. And shortly afterward, a cop is driving up and he sees me. So I didn't even have to call or anything. And the guy came up and he's like, what's going on, man? I'm like, yeah, I just lost control and crashed into the post. And he's like, what have you been doing out this late? You've been drinking and all this stuff. And I'm just like, no, officer, I haven't done any of that stuff. I'm just trying to get to my friend's house. I'm from Florida. It's my first time driving through snow. And he was like, oh, all right. So I put the truck in 4-wheel drive, and I was able to back out because there was a bunch of snow around the lamppost, like snow piles and stuff, and I felt like I might have been stuck, but fortunately I was able to back out. And miraculously, there was no damage to the lamppost, but there was damage to my truck. And the cop notices this, and he's like, well, there's no damage to the lamppost, so technically we don't have to keep it on, I don't have to report it unless you want me to. And I'm like, no, I don't want you to report it, you're good. I'll just send me on my way. And he was like, all right. So I just kept going, and then I made it to my friend's house safely. And but I had a big dent on the front of my truck from that point. And then that wasn't even the end of my truck problems. The next morning, the battery died, because I guess that sometimes happens when cars are left in really freezing conditions. And but basically, my buddy, who's good with car stuff, he said all you had to do was just take the battery out and put it back in again, and he did that, and it started up fine. And then later on that trip, my friend's road was always covered in snow. It was it wasn't maintained, the one little road to get up to their house. And so I parked a little ways down, maybe a half a mile down to walk up. And then the next day, I came down and the truck was towed. So I guess somebody didn't like that I was parked there. So then we had to drive to the towing place to pick up my truck and pay $150 for that. And other than that, the trip was fun. It was a good time. But it was a little stressful with all this truck stuff going on. But the snow and everything was a whole new thing for me. It was way out of my realm. But, looking back on it, it was such a small thing that it doesn't even faze me now. And it's just a good story to talk and laugh about. So, yeah, that's about it. Nothing like super exciting, but like a fun little story. And I learned my lesson. Always make sure all your vehicles are maintenance stuff whenever you take a long trip. So there you have it, guys. Another quick little story time to throw in there. And I hope you all enjoyed. And hopefully I'll try to be a little more consistent with videos that I released. I did just get this nice new camera here. I don't know if you guys can tell if the audio and visual quality is any better, but hopefully it is, and hopefully you guys like what I'm doing, and I appreciate all the little support that I get. So every little like, comment, and view, and subscription, it's all appreciated. So thanks very much, and I will talk to you all later. You all have a great evening, morning, day, night, however it may be. Take care, guys.